TV23 KDGL. Covering the High Plains with news, weather, and information. From TV23 Studios in Sublette, this is High Plains Today.
Hi, everybody. It is Thursday, February 18th, 2016. Welcome to High Plains Today, right here on TV23. On today's show, we'll be joined by our entertainment correspondent, Jewell from Chicago. Now let's take a look at stuff that's happening. A Hugoton man has pleaded guilty to producing and distributing child pornography. 30-year-old Andrew Clint McDaniels pleaded guilty Tuesday to 1 count of producing child pornography and 1 count of distributing child pornography. In his plea, McDaniels admitted he used the internet to successfully solicit a 15-year-old victim in South Carolina to send him pornographic photos. In addition, McDaniel used a file-sharing network to possess and distribute a movie file of 2 minor females engaging in sexual activities. Well, the city commissioners selected Standguard Aquatics as the management firm for the Long Branch Lagoon on Monday evening. Now, the firm was selected from 7 other vendors after members from the Community Facilities Advisory Board, the city and Ford County staff interviewed the vendors last November. Details of the contract are that Standguard will be in charge of the daily operations and provide all labor and manpower, chemicals, and supplies. The financial portions of the contract are that Standguard will be paid $382.50 per hour to run the facility. And 3 Nebraska grain companies have filed a lawsuit seeking to force Abengoa Bioenergy Company, LLC, into involuntary bankruptcy and to freeze the company's assets in Kansas and Nebraska while the case proceeds, so Abengoa's parent company cannot sell them off. Now, Gavilan Grain, Farmers Cooperative, and Central Valley Ag Cooperative collectively filed a Chapter 7 petition on February 2nd seeking bankruptcy liquidation. Each company then filed a separate suit last week asking the court to limit the ability of Abengoa S.A., the Spanish parent, to sell its U.S. assets or for the court to place the assets into receivership. Now, federal judge Robert D. Berger on Friday granted an expedited hearing on the motion to limit Abengoa's powers, and that is set for 1 p.m. today in U.S. Bankruptcy Court in Kansas City. A consulting firm hired by the Kansas legislature to find inefficiencies in the state budget recommends taking money from school districts' cash reserves to help pay for future education funding. Now, the 292-page final report issued Tuesday by the firm Alvarez & Marshall, which has a $2.6 million contract with the state to conduct the study, also suggested lawmakers consolidate school districts' health plans into one big statewide plan. Overall, the report says Kansas could save $2 billion over 5 years if the legislature adopted its more than 100 recommendations. Now, the firm said Kansas should require school districts to have a minimum cash balance of 10% of their operating budget and a maximum of 15%. Any money beyond the maximum would be deducted from future funding under the recommendation. And U.S. Representative Tim Huelskamp has endorsed U.S. Senator Ted Cruz of Texas for president. Huelskamp becomes the 3rd member of Congress from Kansas to endorse a Republican candidate. Representative Mike Pompeo has endorsed Senator Marco Rubio, and Representative Lynn Jenkins endorsed businesswoman Carly Fiorina, who has since dropped out of the race. And the Kansas State Fair officials are considering a significant redesign of the fairgrounds, all in an effort to transform the venue into a 21st century attraction. Now, concepts include removing the century-old racetrack, but the grandstand most likely would stay. Now, the main entrance could move to a new location, and the fair would be divided more into quadrants with thoroughfares helping to better navigate the grounds. Also, private business could permanently move to the fairgrounds along a Main Street type setting with a Kansas Pride theme. But for now, it's all long-range ideas, but the concepts in some fashion will be finalized in the fair's new master plan. And there's a look at some of the stuff that's happening out there. Stick around. It's going to be a breezy forecast, but still some warm weather hanging around.
You're watching High Plains Today on TV23 with host Chris Jewell. TV23's internet service and 4G live streaming. Provided by United Wireless. Coverage you deserve. Service you expect. United Wireless.
You want to feel connected, at one with your world. Informed, included, and inspired. So no matter where you are, when important things happen, we're here at all hours, in the moment, on every screen in your life. Your local TV and radio broadcasters. We investigate and inform, give back to the community, build the local economy, even save lives. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information. And unlike any other news source, we're here, 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 and here. We are broadcasters, always here for you, wherever here may be. Text TV to 52886. Tell Washington local stations matter.
Lead paint poisoning affects 1 million children today. If you're pregnant or have young children and your home was built before 1978, you could be at risk. Learn how to protect your family. To find your home's danger zones, the health effects, or just to find help, log on to leadfreekids.org.
Now, the local weather forecast for the High Plains.
And welcome back as we look off to the northeast on this windy Thursday. On the TV23 tower cam, you can see it's moving up there just a little bit. I won't do that anymore. Anyway, let's take a look at our readings here at the station. 82 degrees already. It's just like 1207. Relative humidity, 12%. Southwest at 21 miles an hour. The barometric pressure is on its way down. Big fire danger out there today, so be careful. As we look at the temperatures around the region, look at that. Everybody already in the 70s and 80s. Well, Pratt's lagging behind at 68 and Medicine Lodge at 70. They're only going to get into the upper 70s, maybe lower 80s in Dodge City today, but everybody else going to be way warm. Looking at our current dew points, you can see that they're way down. That's why our humidity is so low today. And look at those winds. Everybody has got some. The further you go to the southwest, the bigger the winds get. 38 miles an hour already in Guyman. Everybody pretty much out of the south-southwest. Look at our highs and lows as recorded yesterday at the Garden City Regional Airport. 71 was our high, 87 back in 1970, 26 the overnight low, -9 back in 1978. As we look at our forecast for today, we're calling for 86. Lots of wind though, 25 to 30 miles an hour today. And then you can see what the temperatures are going to do in the viewing area today. Look at that, 88 in Liberal today. Everybody in the viewing area pretty much going to be in the 80s. There's going to be a lot of record highs today. Looking tonight, mostly clear, 43 degrees. Winds aren't going to lay down much. They're going to go from the south-southwest at 22, going to shift around to the northwest. Then tomorrow, just a little cooler, 71 degrees, lots of sunshine. Winds are still going to be out of the north-northwest, but not quite as high, only about 13 to 15 miles an hour. Then tomorrow night, 37 degrees for our low, partly cloudy. Wind's going to lay down, switch around to the southeast and then back to the west. Looking at our 7-day, you can see those warm temperatures going to remain all the way into Sunday. There is a chance because of the temperatures on Monday night, there's a 20% chance of maybe some snow flurries, changing to rain on Tuesday, but still going to be in the 50s, which is pretty normal for the end of February next week. Lows in the 40s and 30s. That's a look at the weather. Be back with the markets and Adam after this.
Hi, Chris Jewell, host of High Plains Today, a 30-minute news and information program that airs weekdays at noon right here on TV23.
We talk about news, we talk about sports, we talk about weather, we're even going to talk entertainment. We'll have live guests right here on set with me. So, every day at noon, tune in, High Plains Today. We'll see you then.
Weekdays here on TV23.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Lead paint poisoning affects 1 million children today. If you're pregnant or have young children and your home was built before 1978, you could be at risk. Learn how to protect your family. To find your home's danger zones, the health effects, or just to find help, log on to leadfreekids.org.
Hi, I'm Chris Jewell, host of High Plains Today, a 30-minute news and information program that airs at noon weekdays right here on TV23. Hey, do you think you have an idea for something that would make a great segment? Somebody that would make a great interview? What about a community event that needs highlighting? Let us know here at the station. Email us news@kdgltv.com.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
And welcome back. We are now joined by our entertainment correspondent, Mr. Adam Jewell, via Skype, via Chicago, via some snow. And a hearty hi-yo to you too. How are you today?
Fine.
How's February in the Windy City?
It's mild.
Mild.
I'm seeing snow on the ground, but for the most part, it's been mild.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get to it. We're going to talk about 3 deals today. 2 movies and one that's an HBO movie or made for HBO or whatever it is.
Television show, but we'll get to it.
All right. Okay. Well, we're going to start off with Ben Stiller's new vehicle, Zoolander 2.
Yes. So basically what it is that people loved the first Zoolander so much, they decided to finally do a sequel. And it's about the modeling industry and just the absurdity of it and how dumb models are.
Well, that's kind of the premise for the first one, wasn't it?
Yeah, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Oh, okay.
But the premise is models are dying everywhere around the world. And so Zoolander comes out of retirement to figure out what's going on.
Oh, so he's retired from modeling?
Yes.
Okay. But I see Owen Wilson and Will Ferrell are also in this one.
Yes, they're back. They're reprising their previous roles of Hansel and Mugatu, respectively.
Mugatu. And will we see Blue Steel?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
his go-to move.
Okay. I can do Blue Steel, you know.
Okay. No, you can't. Stop it.
That's not Blue Steel.
No.
Okay. All right. So this movie is one that I would go see because there's nothing to it, but it's strictly an entertainment vehicle. Correct?
I guess.
Well,
I mean, it's been panned by a lot of people, but, whatever.
panned how so? Because it's stupid?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I mean, all right. Let's think about it. Ben Stiller is not known for his Academy Award winning performances, correct?
I know, but
he's a comedic guy.
But a comedy can still be good or bad. Funny versus not funny.
All right, I think okay. So if it's not that good though, but the name is still going to get a lot of people there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, but you haven't seen this yet and it just came out, right?
Correct.
Okay. All right. But I know you're going to go see it. Let me know if it's really as bad as people panned it to be.
Well, I don't know if I will see it, but okay. Let's go to Rotten Tomatoes and look it up.
Oh, okay. Rotten Tomatoes. All right.
Yes.
All right. Okay. The next one just opened also, Deadpool. Now, this is a Marvel comic guy.
Yes. It's about a foul-mouthed, pretty much mercenary assassin who becomes somewhat of a good guy. So I use the term somewhat very loosely.
Okay. Okay. So, I mean, I've never heard of Deadpool. Has he been around Marvel for a long time?
Yes.
He has.
Yes.
Okay.
So once again, Marvel trying to rule the cinematic universe, which is also a subsidiary of Disney. So it's basically Disney trying to rule the cinematic universe, which is why Deadpool is out. But people love it. It's fun action comic book movie with a love story at heart.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean a love story?
It's a love story.
Okay, so what is this guy's power? I mean, I've never heard of this guy.
Super soldier.
Super soldier. I mean, can he leap tall buildings in a single bound? Anything like that?
Yes.
All right, what's his weapon of choice? Let's see what it's a saber?
Swords and guns.
Swords and guns.
Mainly swords.
All right. So what's the premise of this movie? I mean, what's it built on?
He was experimented on to become a super soldier and used to basically be a slave and help take over the world. But that didn't happen, and then therefore they stole his best girl, as he describes it. And
Okay, so this is
about him getting her back.
all right. So this is Ryan Reynolds is playing Deadpool, right?
Yes.
All right. Does he have is he Deadpool all the time, or does he have like a Clark Kent thing going?
He gets turned into Deadpool.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, in some of the trailers I've seen,
He's dying from terminal cancer.
Oh.
So he does this to keep him alive. Because what being part of the super soldier is health regeneration.
Oh, all right. I got you. All right. So, but I've seen some of the trailers, and some of them look like they're kind of fun. I mean, there's some lighthearted moments in this also.
Exactly. Like I said, he's foul-mouthed and very sarcastic and funny, and doesn't take the whole superhero gig seriously.
Okay, and this movie is rated R, so this is something you don't want to take the kids to.
No. I mean, unless you want them to pick up a whole new vocabulary.
Okay, so no, it is rated R. It did on opening weekend, this weekend, it made $135 million. That's the most for an R-rated movie ever on an opening weekend.
Yeah.
So I guess somebody likes it. Has it been getting good reviews?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you're going to go see this one with your emphatic yes that you just gave me. I'm thinking you're going to go see it.
Correct.
All right. Okay. The next one. All right. So Ryan Reynolds is in this. Who plays the love interest? Anybody we know?
I don't even remember.
Good job. Okay. All right. Let's move on to HBO's. Is this a series?
Yes.
All right.
It's
called
a new series.
Vinyl, right?
Yes. Vinyl. So basically, I pitch it like this. Do you, Christopher J., do you like rock and roll?
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Do you like Martin Scorsese?
Marty, as I like to call him, yeah.
Do you like Mick Jagger?
He's been around a long time, but I can tolerate Jagger and the Stones. As long as he's with the rest of the Stones, yeah.
Okay. Anyway, it's a simple yes or no.
Yes.
Do you like cocaine?
Not so much.
Okay. Well, that's pretty much what Vinyl is about. It's executive produced by Martin Scorsese and Mick Jagger. It was created by Terrence Winter. He wrote on a show called The Sopranos and created the show Boardwalk Empire. So he's got this new show about the music industry in the mid-70s. So Bobby Cannavale plays a record executive in the mid-70s trying to find new bands and things like that.
All right. So, and this is what, an hour-long show every week then? It's a series on HBO?
Yes. The 2-hour season premiere was on Sunday. So.
Okay.
And it's quite good.
Okay. So what does Mick Jagger have to do with all this?
Executive produced it.
Executive produced it. So that means he financed it.
Kind of.
Okay. And Martin Scorsese?
Executive produced it.
All right. Okay. So now, is there going to be a lot of guest stars in this? Is there going to be any bands mentioned or anything that we know?
All fictional.
All fictional. Okay.
It's fictional based on, I'm sure it's based on stories from the rock and roll scene in the 70s in New York City. Like it's going to touch on the start of hip hop and rap.
Okay.
As well as punk scene, but you're not going to see actual band names and musicians being used.
Okay, all right.
At least I don't believe so. I mean, I've only seen one episode. So.
All right, so this just started this last weekend then?
Yes.
Okay, all
it's
right.
on every Sunday, I believe, 7, 8 o'clock.
Okay, all right. Adam, we'll check out Zoolander 2, Deadpool, and Vinyl on HBO. All right. Thanks for the time today. Stay warm in Chicago. We'll talk to you later. All right.
All right.
And we'll be back with more after this.
You want to feel connected, at one with your world. Informed, included, and inspired. So no matter where you are, when important things happen, we're here at all hours, in the moment, on every screen in your life. Your local TV and radio broadcasters. We investigate and inform, give back to the community, build the local economy, even save lives. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information. And unlike any other news source, we're here. 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 And here. We are broadcasters, always here for you, wherever here may be. Text TV to 52886. Tell Washington local stations matter.
I think someone at my friend's school has this thing called autism. My friend's brother's son has autism. My neighbor's son has autism. My son has autism.
Autism is getting closer to home. Today, 1 in 110 children is diagnosed with autism. That's a 600% increase in the last 20 years. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm home. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah, this is the place.
And welcome back. Well, Todrick Gotcher admitted he might have traveled after one of his Texas Tech teammates got him the rebound off Oklahoma's last shot in the Red Raiders' 65-63 victory over the third-ranked Sooners last night. Oklahoma beat the Red Raiders 91-67 in Norman back in January. And Duke's shorthanded roster full of youngsters proved it was tough enough to push through everything: a deeper and more experienced opponent, a tough road environment, even a bit of adversity in the form of a key injury. Now, Grayson Allen scored 23 points, and Thornton came up with a clinching block on the final play. Duke beat number 5 North Carolina 74-73 last night in the Tobacco Road. All right, and don't forget, Saturday night, 8 o'clock, Smoky Hills Television, they are going to broadcast the Miss Southwest pageant that was held back in January January in Ulysses. So tune that in. Let's take a last look at our weather if we got some time. Okay, I don't have time. I blab too much. See you tomorrow. Oh, Miss Kansas tomorrow. Tune in.
Keep up to date with the latest information from TV23 on our Facebook page, KDGL TV.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm home. People are people around here. That's how it is. It's so clear. Letting it show. I've been around the world, only to find what I already know. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah. This is the place.
What is radon? Home exposure to radon gas is the leading cause of lung cancer death in the United States for non-smokers. In Kansas, 1 in 4 homes will test at or above the EPA action level. The Surgeon General recommends all homes be tested and fixed if necessary. Visit kansasradonprogram.org for more information. Test, fix, save a life.
Life's a little different here in Southwest Kansas. We do things our own way with a can-do spirit and strong family values, which means we treat people right, and we want the best value for our dollar. The same is true about United Wireless. We aren't like the national brands. We treat our customers like family. We provide excellent service and simple, easy-to-understand plans that will save you money. We are United Wireless, and we are Southwest Kansas.